So you finally decided to lose weight. You watched a couple of motivational videos and now you're ready to exercise. But then the question comes, which exercise should you do? Should you do cardio or should you do weight training? And let's do an analysis for this. In this video, we're going to analyze both of these things. We're going to break down weightlifting and we're going to break down cardio. And then at the end of this video, you will be able to figure out which one is best for you. And we're going to make this analysis obviously based on calories, like which exercise burns the most amount of calories, because that's really what weight loss is all about, right? The exercise that burns the most amount of calories is the exercise that you want to do, because eventually that's the exercise that's gonna help you the most with your weight loss. And so let's start with cardio. Now, in a good cardio session, you can burn anywhere up to about 500 to even 1,000 calories. Okay, cardio can burn a lot of calories. Okay, 500 to 1,000 is quite normal for a good cardio session. And obviously the calories burned will depend on the person that is doing the exercise. It depends on their weight, it depends on how fast they're going, it also depends on how much longer do they do an exercise. Like for example, a guy who weighs 100 kilos, if he's running straight, okay, running at a steady pace for about, I don't know, maybe an hour, is going to burn a lot of calories compared to a little girl who is just walking around the park for 10 minutes. Okay, so all these three factors combined determine how many calories you're going to burn in a cardio session. But nonetheless, cardio burns a lot of calories. And now let's talk about weight training. How many calories can you burn in a typical weightlifting workout? Okay, a typical weightlifting workout lasts about an hour, and it's pretty hard. And the calories you burn is a whopping 200 calories. Now, I know that most of you will not agree with me because, weightlifting is very hard. For an entire hour, you're killing yourself in the gym. You're working really, really hard. And, most people, after a typical intense workout, especially the legs, they're literally throwing up. But the reality is that weightlifting does not burn a lot of calories. And let me explain to you by this. Look, weightlifting is hard, I know, but you're not doing a lot of work in it, okay? And calories are being burned when you're doing a lot of work. And cardio does a lot of work. When you're doing cardio, it's easier, but you're doing a lot of work. Let me explain. When you're doing cardio, okay, you are carrying your body weight for a very long distance, okay? If someone, for example, like me, I weigh 100 kilos. Now, if I, weighing 100 kilos, take myself from one point and I take it to here, and this was 5 kilometers, I just took 100 kilos for 5 kilometers. That's a lot of work done, okay? A lot of work done. 100 kilos, took it here from here, 5 kilometers. Compare that to lifting weights. Now, let's say I'm doing a typical leg workout, okay? An extremely hard leg workout. People are throwing up after, they're crying. It's a hard workout. But the fact is that, let's say you're doing a squat, okay? You've got 100 kilos on your back, a lot of weight. And it's also quite hard to do. And let's say you're doing about 10 or 15 reps with it. But the bar is only traveling like this much, okay? So there's very little work done by you. Okay, you're doing very little work done. Although it is hard, but you're doing very little work done. And therefore, lifting weights does not burn a lot of calories. Compare that to cardio. Now, cardio is easier. But since you're doing more work done, science tells us that the more work you do, the more calories you burn. And therefore, cardio burns more calories than lifting weights. I hope that makes sense. But then comes another question. And that is the question of the afterburn effect. People believe that after lifting weights, and I've actually seen a lot of articles on this, is that once you have lifted weights, okay, you went to the gym for an hour, and then for the next 24 hours, the claim is that you're going to burn more calories at rest because of the afterburn. And this may or may not be true. I don't know. I'm not a scientist, so I cannot really say anything about this. But based on my personal experience and training with my clients, I've seen that people that do cardio tend to have a much smaller waist compared to those that are lazy with their cardio. Okay, so the guys that are doing cardio, they have a much easier time keeping the fat off their waist. So the guys that are lazy with the cardio, that don't do cardio, they just keep a lot of fat on their waist. It doesn't matter how much workout. Both of them are lifting weights, okay? But the group that does not do cardio, they just don't burn a lot of calories, okay? So based on my experience, you can say that cardio just burns a lot more calories than lifting weights. And I know you might be thinking, like, I have made a pretty bad case for weightlifting, and then I've made a pretty good case for cardio, because cardio burns more calories, lifting weights does not burn a lot of calories. But now I'm gonna tell you something about lifting weights, and that is that lifting weights are very, very important for your physique, and I'll prove it to you in a minute. You see, okay, let's take an example. There are two guys. Both of them are 6 feet tall. Okay, both of them are 6 feet tall. Both of them have a 38-inch waist. Two of them 6 feet tall, 38-inch waist. Now, first guy over here, he has a small upper body. Okay, small arms, small chest, small shoulders. Okay, and he's got a 38-inch waist. So his body is gonna look something like this. Okay, because his upper body is small. This is his look. Now the second guy, who's also 6 feet tall and who's also got a 38-inch waist. Now this guy has got big arms, big shoulders, broad shoulders, a nice wide back, and a big chest, and big legs. So now his physique is gonna look something like this, because his upper body is bigger compared to his waist. Okay, and so this gives us the illusion of being in a better shape, because now, when we see something, we compare it to the surroundings. So now the 38-inch waist compared to the bigger upper body is now it seems smaller, simply because the upper body is big. And this is a very important thing about being in good shape. You want to maximize your upper body muscle, and you want to minimize the waist, therefore creating that nice V-tapered effect. So this is the reason why I recommend that even if you want to lose weight, the goal is to look good, right? That's the goal for most people. And so if that's the goal, then you must lift weights as well. Another claim made about building muscle is that when you build muscle, let's say you put on like 10 or 20 pounds of muscle, you're gonna burn a lot of calories at rest. Okay, so this is the claim that most people make, that if you've got a good amount of muscle mass, you're gonna burn a lot of calories without having to do any work. So for example, if I gain about 20 pounds of muscle, okay, right now, I'm going to burn an extra 500 calories or so without having to do anything else, because the muscle that I have on is going to burn a lot of calories. Again, this claim may be true, may not be true. We're not scientists and we don't care. What we do care is that lifting weights builds muscle, and the muscle that's up here, okay, broad shoulders, wide back, it gives us a nice V-tapered physique, which helps us look thin, and that is what we care about. Okay, so now that we've agreed that lifting weights is important, it doesn't burn a lot of calories, but it is still important because it helps us get that nice V-tapered physique, and we also learned that cardio helps you burn a lot of calories, probably up to even 1,000. But I want to make one thing very, very clear, that you right here are not going to burn 1,000 calories while doing cardio. Okay, because let's be honest, you're not an athlete. Okay, 99% of you will not be able to burn up to 1,000 calories in one cardio session, and the only reason behind that is that you're just not fit enough. It takes a lot of time to build the stamina for you to be able to run for 1 hour straight, non-stop. It takes a lot of time to get to that level. So you're not going to burn 1,000 calories in one cardio session. But however, it is achievable. Okay, wherever you are right now, you can start here and then you can move gradually forward. Okay, it doesn't matter where you are right now. You could be having terrible stamina. Okay, you don't have to be in perfect shape, but let's say okay, no matter where you are, here's what I want you to do. Okay, put on your joggers, go to your local park where there's a nice view. Okay, go there and do cardio. Simple. 10 minutes, just walk. If you can jog, perfect. Jog for 10 minutes. But if you want to walk for 10 minutes. 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Do whatever you can right now. Okay? And then slowly build yourself up to that level. Start wherever you want to start. Okay, just be consistent. So step 1 with you, the actionable step that I'm giving you right now, step 1 is to start doing cardio. Wherever you are, just do cardio. Step number 2, be consistent with it. Don't just do it once a week. Do it 3 times, 4 times a week. Step number 3 is progress. Make it harder, make it longer, and make it faster. And that way, when you progress, you're going to reach up to a level where you'll be burning 1,000 calories, which is very good. So this is cardio. So the actionable steps is, I would recommend personally, for most of you out there, is 3 cardio sessions per week. Probably a good start. 3 cardio sessions per week, and about 2 to 3 weightlifting sessions per week. Now the weightlifting sessions can be anything. It can be a push-pull leg split, it can be an upper body, lower body split, it can be a bro split, whatever you want to do. I'm fine with it. Just be consistent with it, okay? So do cardio, lift weights, and you're gonna get in good shape. So that's pretty much it for today's video. If you liked the video, please consider subscribing, and I'll see you soon.